Aussie Broadband continues to dominate. Let's have a look. Hello everyone, Florian.heise here and welcome to another episode of HeiseSays. Grab your stein of ice-cold coffee and let's have a look at this article from IT News discussing Aussie Broadband, how they're continuing to dominate. Now, I am a big fan of Aussie Broadband. I'm a shareholder and a customer of Aussie for quite some time. I've used a few providers and I find just this service pretty decent, to be honest. So I can't really complain. Before we go through this, let's jump over here and have a look at the trading view charts for Aussie. You can see they're sitting at $1.94. Let's go to all the data they have, which, okay, well, we'll go to 1 month. We'll go to 5 days. So you can see here it's been, all over the place. The lowest it was at 189 and it's at 194.5 at the moment. There's no ideas. No one's put any ideas up at the moment on TradingView. And here are the technicals. So they're suggesting, a soft buy. A soft buy. No dividend yet. Market capitalization of 370 and total shares outstanding of 190. So there we go. I mean, 194 isn't too bad considering the IPO was only at $1. So let's jump here. And there wasn't actually a retail, well, technically, could you call it a retail IPO if it was only to Aussie Broadband customers? So if you weren't a customer, you couldn't get in on the IPO. So one of the advantages. So let's have a look. Aussie Broadband continues to dominate the 250 megabits per second gigabit service, but competitors are starting to circle. So Aussie Broadband is continuing to dominate NBN Co's highest residential speed tiers with 85% of sign-ups to the gigabit plans and 56% of 250 megabits per second users. We used to have, in our Kurilpa Street office, we had fiber. Oh, that was beautiful. The up and down speeds you could get there. Then we moved to Yeronga and we went down to, what was it, ADSL. And I needed to get 2 ADSLs to just get a 1 megabit up. We had to pair it together. It was just ludicrous, and at the moment at home now, we're getting about 20 up, probably 80 down, which is pretty good. And that's good enough for what I'm doing with the content I'm creating here. With the live streams, I can probably do one to YouTube. If I start streaming, my software allows me to stream to 3 places simultaneously directly from my computer here. But if I tend to do that, it kind of gets a bit slow in certain ones. Probably 1 or 2 is manageable. So the recently listed telco has increased the number of up to 1,050 megabit services from 5,080 in mid-August to 6,218 services by the end of September. It's also increased the number of active 250/25 megabits per second services from 2,264 at the end of June to 4,099 at the end of September, an 81% increase in the space of 3 months. That's impressive. And honestly, for a lot of people, 250 down, 225 up is probably good enough for a lot of average users. It depends on how many people you have in your household. Because we're a household of 9. We've got the kids, but they don't really have their own devices. We like to keep it that way. They'll mainly all crowd around a computer if they're using it together, or the television and streaming off the services there. We've got the data I use for work, and then we've got my father-in-law and my sister-in-law who both they like their data. But we're getting by with 100 up. No, 100 down, 25 up. That's it. We're averaging about 80. I just think I'm getting confused. I'm not getting a gigabit yet, although it would be nice. Maybe I should. Maybe splurge. I'm too cheap. So in total, NBN Co has 7,255 active users, up to 1,000/50 services, and 2,723 at 250/25 services at the end of September. These are encouraging growth figures considering that neither construct existed prior to May 2029 this year, and they undoubtedly play a part in NBN Co's recent announcement of $4.5 billion in upgrades to make more of the NBN capable of supporting these speeds. However, Aussie Broadband is set to face more competition on these tiers, particularly as NBN Co moves ahead with a heavily temporarily discount called the Focus on Fast. Already more retail service providers are offering up to 1,050 services, according to the latest release of numbers by the Australian Competition and Consumer Commission. Telstra has 54 active up to 1,050. TPG is 116 and Optus 114. All previously had 0 active users as at June 30. Other access seekers, i.e. those outside the top 6, include the likes of Superloop, are also growing their share of the market. The ACCC's numbers will soon be much harder to read, however, as they face a 6-month skew due to yet another temporary discount being offered by NBN Co. The focus on Fast essentially prices all plans 100 megabits and above at $56 a month, wholesale for 6 months starting December 1. This means many customers may appear on higher speed tiers for 6 months, but then face a choice of paying full price or dropping down to a lower speed tier. It also means the ACCC's numbers will temporarily skew, making it harder to determine how many users actually want top tier plans versus those just on them due to a discount offer. The focus on Fast is also a test of a theory NBN Co has floated over the past year. As previously reported by IT News, NBN Co continues to argue that the bandwidth inclusions that come bundled with its biggest plans contain enough headroom to produce a net benefit to retail service providers that signs up many of their users, despite retail service providers claiming the contrary. Higher speed bundle discounts come with more connectivity virtual circuits inclusions, which helps deliver improved performance for those customers, while also adding to the pool of included CVC capacity that is available for retailers to utilize across their entire customer base, NBN Co. Chief Customer Officer Brad Whitcomb said. The ACCC noted the increasing number of high-tier services being counted that they are relatively small compared to the overall NBN customer base. Recently introduced premium high-speed products with speeds of 100 megabits and above have also experienced a jump in popularity, the ACCC said. Connections to services such as Home Fast up to 100 and /20, Home Superfast 250/25, and Home Ultrafast 550 increased rapidly over the quarter from a low base. They still, however, only represent just over 2% of all services. So there we have it, everyone. So interesting to see where this sector will change. It's good to see there's at least some competition, but the problem is with the wholesale coming out of NBN. And NBN is just, it's a government organization. Need I say any more? That's what you're seeing happen here. So perhaps some competition for Aussie Broadband, but is there goodwill enough to carry them forward? And will the growth continue in this sector? What internet do you have at home, guys? Do you actually have an NBN connection, or are you getting away with your mobile? Because my mother, I haven't bothered to get her a home internet. She just has 30 gigs a month on her mobile internet, which is probably all that she would need. There you go. Means she can't share wireless with strangers, but still, it's pretty good. So what do you think, guys? Are you a fan of Aussie Broadband, or are you using one of the other service providers? Did you invest in ABB as well? Are you hoping to see some increased capital, or did you take your investment out quickly from the IPO and run? As always, let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments down below. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. If you want to support the content I create here, there are a few ways you can. Simply interacting with the channel and sharing the content is a great way to help the channel grow. You can support us by using any of our affiliate links from Amazon or eBay, Independent Reserve for the crypto traders out there, or Aussie Broadband. I think we both get $50 off our next bill. It all helps, guys. Tough times ahead. You can buy merch from Teespring that you can find down below, or from the HeiseSays blog, where you can see, behind me there, the pocket squares that Rachel has handmade in this very house. You can also support us using Gold Pass from the Perth Mint or PayPal. Take care, everyone. Have a great day, and I will see you all in the next episode.